Hello my friend and welcome to episode 17 of our Football Manager 2020 Let's Play with Queen's Park called Going Pro. Since the last episode things have gone very well for us. We first played Peterhead with a 3-0 victory, Craig Conway with a penalty, Brad Lyons and Yannick Leboa off the bench scoring there. The lad we loaned in from Dundee United is out for 68 weeks after that E5 game, which was a bit of a disaster for us, so Yannick Leboa getting back in amongst the sort of action. We then played Stranraer. They had a man sent off in the 87th minute. The game was done by then. Sean Arca had scored and Craig Conway scored a hat-trick, two of them from the spot, so a good result there. Before we then played Edinburgh City, where we were 2-0 down at half-time. And I went through the team. I didn't actually change anything tactically. Made a couple of changes in the second half. Jack Purdue, Aidan Wilson, Sean Arca and Brad Lyons got us to come back for a 4-2 victory before we then played second place in the league, Dunfermline Athletic. Craig Conway missed a penalty and I thought it wasn't going to be our day. We absolutely bossed it, but Arca eventually scored in the 77th minute. Canning, the Dunfermline manager, got sacked after that game. So today we are taking on Morton. And it's a big one. I said this was going to be our plan for the game and the season anyway, was to have this as our next episode. But it works out that 1 point from this game gets us the title. What a chance it is. Morton in decent form from memory, but we also do lead the injury list. But we do have the biggest squad, so hopefully we can, cope with that not too badly. Craig Conway, as you see, second top goal scorer in the league. He has agreed to be our assistant manager at the end of this season. Brad Lyons up there with 5 man of the match. He's Jack Purdue on 10 goals himself. Assists, Brad Lyons really catching up. If it wasn't for that sort of injury spell, might have been right up there with Thompson for the first place slot. Thompson, of course, running for yellow cards. Hegarty, who's only played half the season, is up there for clean sheets. In fact, I'm very curious to see how him and Mullen have got on. Mullen has 8 and Hegarty with 11, which is quite outstanding. The Hegarty has 11 from 15 appearances, Mullen has 8 from 13. It's a very good record for us. Defensively is where I thought the issues would be. We also made 2 signings pre-contract for next season. 2 signings who I would happily have regardless of whether we went up or didn't. Of course, I'm not expecting to go up. We went a point from the remaining however many games, 28 games, I reckon 8 games roughly, including the next one, so we need 1 point from 8 games. I'm expecting to go up. We're going to select the squad today for Morton. As you see, actually their form has been pretty woeful. Purdue is injured, so I'm kind of wondering who we bring in for him, but I think we'll just go with Dylan Easton, let him try and impress. Campbell Notley is injured, so we'll bring on Mark Lamont and put Andy Murdoch back on the bench. Other than that, I think it's not that far off full strength. Team wise, we're missing Notley, Callum Gallagher, Purdue, Meekson, be back in training soon enough, and Craig Moore, who is injured for the rest of his contract. I'm kind of glad that we never really got him going because he has had a fair few injuries, and it was one of the things that my video highlighted to me when he signed that he might have an issue with injury proneness. I tried to sell him both in the summer and in January and got no nibbles for him, unfortunately. Chris McKee has got a bit of an issue with match fitness, so I might try and give him a half if things are going well at half time and get him up. Ideally, we get the league wrapped up now, and then for the rest of the season we play guys like Campbell Notley, like Jack McCourt, young players who we're keeping for next season, Nathan Cooney, John Kindlan if we can get game time for him, even Ross McIver, all these guys who are going to be contracted to us for next season. Because if you have a look, and I'm going to use Hegarty as a big example for his progress bar, we brought him into the team in November, 1.5 star current ability based on now, was 2 star at the time, but look at that, he's already up to 2.5 star. That's just with a few months. If we have a look at all time, you can see particularly his goalkeeping stats going up. Bravery's gone down a bit, but again, all these mentals going up. Now I do have some focus and training on that, but again, let's compare to Jack Purdue, who's hopefully not out for too long, 49 days, so he's actually only going to miss a couple of games. But again, let's have a look at start with his progress bar. Look from October all the way to now. Absolutely unbelievable progress. It's a pretty good jump. See his stats all-time please. He's actually gone up mostly in mentals and physicals, not so much in the technicals. But again, decent improvement there. And I'm hoping that we see a similar with Regan Thompson. If we have a look at his progress, nowhere near as violent as the other ones, which is a bit of a shame. But again, you can see stats going up here, there and everywhere. Determination going down too, which maybe is affecting his progress bar. But strangely, his lots of improvements anyway, is what I'm saying. I was going to say strangely it's something, but it kind of just went off. Campbell not late, the one I've gave him a bit of game time recently, so I'm hoping to see a bit of a jump. And as you see, a bit of a jump there. He's back above where he started off with. Attributes again, all time please. Actually, no real change in his attributes. Showing there. Aidan Wilson as well, he's a player that's played most of the season, so let's see how he's got on. Kinda not great, has it? For someone who's played all season. Got 2 for concentration, and that's literally his improvement. A lot of down arrows there, which is quite concerning. Nick McAllister obviously had that big injury, which sort of maybe hinders him. As you see, he's gone down, but again, he's gone back up since returning to the team. And again, attributes, no real change, just down 2 on bravery. So we've maybe got some issues in those regards, but hopefully we can kick them on a little bit. Going forward, Craig Conway, as I said, will be my assistant manager at the end of the season. Absolutely outstanding choice, I think. And he's only got, I can't even see where his badges are, to be honest. Managerial, nope. Scouting, medical, nope. Coaching. There should be something that says about his coaching badges, backroom advice, scouting knowledge, eligibility, nationalities. Nope. But either way, I don't think he's got many, so we could really boost that up and take him with us. We're going to get into today's match against Morton before I lose too much points. I think if we, win the league now, I don't do another episode till the end of season review, because I'm going to be rotating the team, playing some of the young lads. Morton obviously the last team to beat us, so they're not a bad team by any stretch of the imagination. So hopefully we can get a result and end it, and then no more episodes. I might continue this episode until we win. Actually, right now I think that one draw would be this game, which actually highlights where we've been. We've either lost or we've... I seen the net ripple there, that wasn't in. Really like to see that back. Genuinely seen the net ripple. Conway whips in again. Cleared away. Regan Thompson first to get. But yeah, I might continue this episode until we win the league, but I don't know. I've not decided that yet. It's whipped out to Lamont. Plays back to Nick McAllister, who I thought had scored in that highlight. We've got another free kick here. Easton, back post. Aidan Wilson pops it over. Mason launches forward. House wins the header, but nobody forward for him. McAllister, Neko Williams, straight to Brad Lyons. He's got nobody really ahead of him. He's got Ard Arkwa there, but he was pretty much marked out. But he's actually done well here. He's got to the byline, gets it to the back post. Craig Conway just over. That's Jordan Houston at right wing back for them. I'd be very tempted to sign him at the end of the season if he's available from Aberdeen. He's moved from Rangers to Aberdeen in the summer. I'm going to go with a get creative, see if we can fire them up a bit. Gibson to Easton. He's not really had a whole lot of game time. Wanted to leave. Appreciated that I made the effort in January to get him out. But he came into the team and he's got a goal. And what a goal that could be. I feel sorry that he's not really had any game time, but Jack Purdue has just been so outstanding for us. It's been hard for me to say I'm going to drop Jack Purdue for Dylan Easton at any point, and I'd rather have just tried to keep Easton as happy as I could. That is a great finish from Dylan Easton though. 1-0 to Queens, and this is us looking good for the League One title at the earliest possible opportunities. You see our goal difference. Not really dropped at any points in terms of draws so far this season. 4 defeats, 2 to Dunfermline, 1 to Morton, who were playing, of course, and 1 to Dumbarton early on when they were in fairly good form. And we were obviously adjusting, but the thing that you can say with this team is a lot of it is because we've got so many young players and we've got such good facilities. We've now got Gordon Greer as a coach, and we brought in another scout. But the thing is, we've got good facilities, we've got decent coaches in various areas. With the young players, they just develop and they develop. And, you know, I think Purdue was registered the last time as a decent SPFL Premiership player. Williams is the same. Adarkwa is leading Championship. You know, these guys who started off as League One players, or slightly worse at the start of the season, we're going to bring Will Thompson on, get him some game time, plus Regan Thompson was shown as complacent. Brad Lyon's not having the best of games, but I don't really know what we can do about that. Maybe bring on Laboa and switch him and Conway around. I think that maybe is our best option there. 6.3 isn't good. And we'll bring on Chris McKee, try and get him some game time, get that match fitness up from 49%, match sharpness rather, because that's not really good enough. But it's been, again, difficult for me to drop Adarkwa, who has found form in recent weeks. Conway whips in, Nick McAllister heads down. Well, how in the world is there an offside here? It's whipped in. Is he active? Oh, he does. He heads it off the defender. Thought it was a defender, but yeah, Aidan Wilson does touch the ball. That's unlucky. We're still looking good though. 4 minutes of added on time. And that, my friend, means that we are league champions for League One. And we're going up back to back. This has been a much more comfortable season than last season. Obviously, last season we had that late surge. Dylan Easton getting himself man of the match. He's actually had a lot of shocking training performances as well, which is one of the reasons why I've not played him. But his first league career goal for Queen's Park, what a time to make it. Ecstatic with that. Double promotion, back-to-back titles. You know, I said the playoffs are probably better financially for us to go up. But, do you know what? I'd rather just get there. I can now start looking towards building for next season. Hopefully some of the lads have said to me, I want to play in a higher division in League One next year, who are Championship level, will be interested in joining now that we have got that promotion sealed. I've not got my training set up correctly for this week. I've set it up for every week apart from that week apparently. Dunfermline win, it's irrelevant. Title's done. I think what we're going to do is we're going to play some of the fringe players, as I say, that are contracted for next season. So that guys like Jack McCourt, Ross McIver, Campbell Notley, excuse me, try and get them some game time. You know, even John Kindlin, he's wanted by St Johnstone. It's interesting because he's still got 5-star potential. Suggests to me he's going to be an SPL quality player, a potential to be an SPL quality defender. So if we can get him game time and get him up to that for next season, you know, it might actually save me buying another left back. He's currently operating at League 2 level. If we can get him sort of competing with Aidan Wilson, so I think I'm going to throw him in for the rest of the season. Jack McCourt's kind of potential's dropping off a bit now, so he's telling me that he's only Championship level now in terms of potential. Regan Thompson is currently unhappy at the club, I think. No, he's not. He's happy now. Maybe I'll get him a new contract then. Hopefully he still has that Premiership quality. He's now operating at Championship level again, so that's another position I don't need to buy for. Will Graham won't be far behind, so again, I'm happy to have him as my backup. So for at least next season anyway. Do you know what I should have done? I should have came through and showed you all this. The board have gave us 54k a week to spend next year. That's about 2 million a season. But on top of that, they have gave us 7 million to spend now. We're not going to spend anywhere near that. I can promise you that right now, that we're not spending anywhere near that. Not going to, but it's nice to have it. You know, it means that we can go out and build our squad. It's a bit crazy. We're not going to spend anywhere near those wages either. That would be unbelievable. What's the Championship's top wage per year right now? Team detailed, please. Top wage right now is 1.4 million, 1.2 million. So again, we can maybe bring it up to about 20, 25k. Wage-wise, I assure you I'm not going anywhere near 50 grand a week. That would be absolutely insane. Let's compare it to the higher division. 54k a week. 54 times by 52, please. 2.8 million. That's what that's saying. So that would be here. That's top half. That's top half. SPFL Premiership wages. So yeah, we're not going to spend anywhere near that in wages, but I'm absolutely ecstatic that the board have happily give us all this. I'm going to end this here though, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit like, hit subscribe, tune in for the end of season review where I'm going to cover so many things, and I'll hopefully catch you all next time.